Children require support to understand and cope with the changes and uncertainty that comes from COVID-19 and physical distancing. The characteristics associated with autism spectrum disorder and neurodevelopmental challenges, such as resistance to change, restricted interests, and repetitive behavior, can make adapting to this pandemic especially difficult. Routines may be greatly affected, and it may be difficult for your child to understand why school and other activities are not happening. To protect your child from the stress associated with physical distancing, talk about what is happening as calmly and openly as you can. Reassure your child and provide information at their level of understanding. Explain measures that help keep people safe from the virus, such as washing hands and staying home. This presentation contains some ideas and resources that might be helpful in supporting your child during this time. Specifically, we offer ideas and resources to support you and your child, including the importance of taking care of yourself, how to explain COVID-19 and physical distancing to your child, ways to help structure the day and add variety to daily activities, strategies for helping your child to be more independent, strategies to support behavior, and the importance of learning and practicing coping and calming strategies. Above all, it is important to take care of yourself at this time. Eat regularly, sleep, move your body, keep in touch with family and friends, and ask for help if you need it by video or telephone. If you are working from home, try to structure your day so that you dedicate some time to your child and some time to your work. If you feel overwhelmed by information about COVID-19, limit your time on social media and news outlets. Follow prevention guidelines, stick to the facts, and seek information from reliable sources such as websites provided by the Government of New Brunswick, Health Canada, and the World Health Organization. If you are working from home during this time, one way to help your child understand when you are available and when you are not is to use a pictogram. You might use a red-green system, the universal symbol for no, or thumbs up, thumbs down to indicate when you can interact with your child and when you cannot. If your child can understand, explain in a calm and relaxed way what COVID-19 is and why it is important to stay at home during this time. Knowing the facts can help ease fear and anxiety. Many free resources, including videos and social narratives, which are stories that explain something, have been created to help children with autism and other neurodevelopmental challenges understand the virus, how to prevent becoming ill, school closure, and physical distancing. Some examples include a video about coronavirus by BrainPop and picture stories by the autism educator and Mindheart that explain coronavirus and school closures. Here is an example of a basic story that can be used to help explain coronavirus and school closure. An illustrated and printable copy of this story is available from the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development's Learning at Home Parent Resource site. Reading the story may help your child better understand why they are not going to school. Some children with ASD or other neurodevelopmental challenges may have difficulty understanding the concept of time. Therefore, it may be important to help your child structure the day. It isn't necessary for your child to use a standard clock to tell time. Instead, it is important to better understand the passing of time and how it relates to activities that occur during the day. Tools such as visual timers and visual timer apps are available and can help your child see time passing and see how much time is left. You can also make your own tools to help your child better understand time. Options you might have at home or can make to help with time include sand timers, egg timers, calendars, and digital clocks. There are several free visual timer apps available for Android and iOS devices. Visual countdown systems are another option for helping your child understand time in relation to activities. Visual countdown systems allow you to control the countdown and are flexible regarding time. They don't show a specific time like a visual timer. Instead, the time represented by the visual can be changed based on needs in the moment. The countdown system can be used to lessen or lengthen time spent on activities. The pictures here show an example of how to use a visual countdown system. As shown in picture 1, show the visual to your child and say, "In 3, we will turn off the iPad." Notice that the unit of time is not included as the time is approximate and based on your needs. As time passes, remove a visual and remind your child how many intervals are left, ensuring your child can see the visuals as you remove them. Continue until all visuals are removed. When you remove the final visual, tell your child the current activity is finished and it is time for the next activity. Visual countdown systems can be made using materials you have at home, such as sticky notes, dry erase boards, colored paper, etc. Many children with autism and other neurodevelopmental challenges cope best when routines are consistent. Routines provide comfort by helping your child know what to expect. Changes to routine can lead to behavioral problems. Social distancing means that changes to your child's routine are probably unavoidable. You can help support your child by maintaining routines that can stay the same, such as going to bed, waking up, and daily living. Proper sleep, nutrition, and exercise are important for physical and mental health. Establishing new routines can also help provide some structure, support positive interaction with others, and manage time for structured activities and free play. New routines can include activities directed by you, other adults in the household, or siblings, and free play or sensory activities that don't require interaction with others. Mix indoor with outdoor tasks and activities while still following physical distancing guidelines. Keep expectations simple and be sure to provide your child with lots of positive feedback about their participation and cooperation. Start with what is most doable and slowly build in new activities and/or expand the length of time your child spends doing things that they are already familiar with. What you can do will depend on how much time you have, if you are working from home, have other children who require your time and attention, etc. A visual schedule is a support that uses objects, photographs, words, or symbols to present information visually. It provides a visual presentation of the sequence of activities for the day or for a specific time during the day. A visual schedule can also highlight changes, special events, and transitions. In some cases, using a visual schedule encourages independence and participation in activities. Even though activities may change daily, the visual schedule gives structure to the day and can help your child better understand what is expected. Moving from one activity to another, or transitions, can be hard for individuals with ASD. Transitions can be easier when activities are predictable and have a distinct beginning and end, signaled by visual or sound cues. When other visual tools, such as timers and countdown systems, are used with visual schedules, your child may better understand what is happening, when things will happen, how much time is left in an activity, and when it is time to change activities. It may help to identify specific areas for each activity to help your child know what activities take place where. You can put pictures on the walls or furniture to indicate the function of a space, for example, reading, relaxation, table activities, etc. Use tape to mark off floor space for activities such as yoga. Use visuals to indicate which activities are done with others, such as mom, dad, or siblings, and which are completed alone. Make a list of activities your child knows how to do and enjoys, and place them in order of preference. This will help you alternate between more favored and less favored activities, activities that provoke excitement, and activities that are done quietly. This is a time of uncertainty, so try to keep activities from being too demanding. Set aside some time for planning each day's schedule. Allow your child to participate in the planning as much as possible. Include free time to the extent your child can be successful without direction from others, time for relaxation, and structured activities that may be directed by an adult. To help ensure your visual schedule is successful, use a means of communication that your child understands. This might be objects, images, or written words. Divide the day into shorter periods and only post the schedule for one period at a time according to your child's needs. Check off or remove items from the schedule when they are completed. This may help your child better understand the flow of the day. Involve your child in setting up the schedule. Websites such as Doodle Learn and Inspired Treehouse provide free pictures and visual schedule templates, but you can also make your own using objects and drawings. School closure could cause concern for learning. Remember that your child is learning even when not involved in school activities. Time at home can provide occasions to learn and practice social and daily living skills that can help your child be more independent and build on skills previously learned. You can take advantage of opportunities to learn when they occur during daily activities. Examples include teaching about measurement when cooking or completing craft projects, reading recipes, naming colors when playing with blocks, discussing emotions when reading books, and making shapes when playing with Play-Doh. Read aloud to your child, share reading, or have your child read independently. You can research topics of interest or read books and novels, recipes, newspaper articles, magazines, comic books, or graphic novels. Writing can also take many forms and can include letters, words, phrases, or sentences. Options for writing include journals and diaries, letters to family and friends, text messages, stories, essays, comic strips, play or movie scripts, lists, or recipes. Writing can be done with a pencil and paper or with a computer. Encourage your child to share their written work with others if appropriate. Math can also be part of everyday activities such as baking and cooking, arts and crafts, home and building projects, planning meals, setting the table, shopping for groceries, and managing time. Encourage your child to count, measure, match, categorize, sort, add and subtract as part of activities they are already doing during the day. Involve your child in simple household chores. Tasks related to meals, laundry, and house cleaning can help structure the day and provide routine. They will allow your child to participate in and contribute to family life and help develop independence. Try to make chores fun and interesting and adapt them to your child's preferences and abilities. Some activities you might consider include tidying and cleaning up, setting and clearing the table, cooking, and sorting and folding laundry. Clearing the table, sweeping the floor, doing dishes, removing sheets from beds, picking up toys and other items around the house and placing them in baskets, putting laundry in hampers, or putting clothes away all help with independence and provide structure to the day. Have your child count needed items for setting the table for a meal and/or set a place for each member of the family. Use placemats and templates to help guide them. Make simple recipes and have your child assist with washing, peeling, cutting, measuring, stirring, and pouring ingredients. The website, Able to Learn, provides easy-to-follow picture recipes that may be fun for you and your child to make together. Have your child sort cutlery when putting away dishes or match socks when folding laundry. Or have your child fold face cloths, towels, pillowcases, and other laundry. There are some great YouTube videos that can be helpful for learning how to do a task. To find videos for skills you want to practice, use the search terms "how to" and the skill you want to teach. For example, how to wash dishes or how to set the table. You can watch these videos with your child and practice the skills. This is just one example of how you might help your child count items and set the table. You can draw a template that shows the items needed for setting the table. With help or on their own, your child can count out the numbers of items needed to set a place for each person. Templates can be drawn on paper, and different templates can be drawn as needed to fit different meals. If your child usually has cereal and juice for breakfast, the breakfast template may only include a bowl, spoon, and cup, for example. This may also be a good time to help your child develop independence with self-care tasks such as brushing teeth, washing hands, and dressing. You can help your child practice, gradually providing less and less assistance until your child can complete the task independently. There are also some helpful videos on YouTube. Again, to find videos for skills you want to practice, use the search terms "how to" and the skill you want to teach. For example, how to wash hands or how to brush teeth. You can watch these videos with your child and practice the skills. This is an example of a visual schedule or visual reminder for the steps for brushing teeth. This example uses pictures, but you can also use drawings or pictograms depending on what form your child will best understand. This reminder uses 5 steps. You may include more or fewer steps depending on your child's needs. When helping your child practice the skill, you point to the picture and help your child complete the step. You want to gradually provide less and less assistance so your child can learn to perform the skill independently. This is an example of a visual schedule or visual reminder for washing hands. As with the example for brushing teeth, this schedule uses pictures, but you can use drawings or words. When helping your child practice the skill, you point to the picture and help your child complete the step. You want to gradually provide less and less assistance so your child can learn to perform the skill independently. Managing the use of screens, such as computer, TV, or iPad, can be difficult at the best of times. Screen use may increase during this time, and that's okay. You can still set limits on screen time. The total time can be broken into smaller increments that are spread out across the day. Screen time can also be alternated with other activities, such as reading or household tasks, or used as a reward for completing other tasks and activities. It may be easier for your child to change activities if non-preferred activities don't immediately follow screen time. It may be helpful to use a verbal warning, visual timer, or visual countdown system to let your child know when screen time is coming to an end and that it is time to transition to another activity. Giving a verbal warning, such as 1 more minute of screen time, lets your child know that a change in activity is coming. Some children respond better to visual reminders like visual timers or countdown systems. Positive social support is important while practicing physical distancing. Using screen time to interact with family and friends may provide good opportunities for staying connected and practicing communication and social interaction skills such as greetings, taking turns to speak, answering and asking questions, and commenting. Remember, even if your child can use text messages and other electronic communications independently, they may require support to ensure social connections continue. If you want your child to practice back and forth conversation, the website Do to Learn has many free and printable resources that can be used to help with improving communication skills. Screen time can also be learning time. There are many free online options that may entertain your child and are educational. Some examples include the Calgary Zoo, Vancouver Aquarium, Virtual Museum of Canada, and the Kitchen Table Classroom. If your child has access to the internet, it is important to monitor viewing of social networks such as Facebook and Instagram and news media. Although these media allow you and your child to access important information and maintain social contact with family and friends, they can also overload your child with anxiety-provoking content. Behavior is communication, which means that it serves a purpose for your child. Problem behavior often helps the child get something they want or get out of something they don't want. The best way to manage behavior when faced with the challenge of disrupted routines is to prevent unwanted behavior while also supporting positive behavior. Some strategies to help support your child during this time include using your child's interests and preferences to influence motivation to participate and complete tasks, providing your child with choice when possible, mixing tasks your child finds difficult with tasks that can be done easily, ensuring your child can do what you are asking, and providing a variety of activities, including relaxation and exercise. Using your child's interests means using the things your child likes as part of the activities they may not enjoy. For example, if your child likes a certain cartoon character, use toys or pictures of that character during activities, or use the toy as a reward for completing tasks. If your child doesn't like writing, for example, writing a story or creating a comic strip about a character they enjoy might increase motivation to complete the writing task. With a little imagination, using your child's interests can help make less preferred activities more fun. Preferred toys, food, drinks, and activities are another option for helping increase your child's willingness to participate in less preferred tasks and activities. You can use a first-then approach to show your child that a preferred activity follows a non-preferred or new activity. You can draw a line down the center of a sheet of paper and write first on the left side and then on the right side. You can add objects, pictures, or written words to help your child understand, and you point and say first and name the task, and then immediately say then and name the task. In the example shown here, you would point to and say first reading, then popcorn. If your child objects, you repeat the first then instruction. If using this approach, it is important to follow through. Don't allow your child to access the preferred item or activity until the first activity or task is complete. We are all motivated by things we enjoy, and providing choice can help increase your child's motivation to complete tasks and participate in activities. It is possible to allow your child to make choices while staying in control of the options. For example, you might offer a choice between different colored cups which foods to eat during a meal, or the order that tasks are done, or take turns completing parts of a task and giving your child the option to choose which parts they complete. Mixing easy and difficult or preferred and non-preferred tasks promotes success and increases the likelihood that your child will respond appropriately when more challenging activities are presented. For example, planning reading between an art activity and music may allow your child to enjoy more preferred activities before and after a less preferred activity, rather than use problem behavior such as crying to avoid the less preferred activity. Doing the same thing over and over can be boring and lead to unwanted behavior. Vary activities, materials, order of tasks, and rewards often. Look for different activities that can be done indoors and outdoors. Your child must be able to understand what is expected and use mastered skills. Asking your child to do something they cannot do may cause unwanted behavior. If your child can't do something, help them learn the skill. Recognize that your child may need support with coping and self-management. You can encourage your child to practice coping and calming strategies that they already know and use, such as rocking in a rocking chair, listening to music, deep breathing, yoga, and so on. You can add the practice of coping and calming strategies to the daily routine. Also, be aware of signs of anxiety so that you can remind your child to practice coping and calming strategies when needed. If your child has not learned coping and calming strategies, it may be beneficial to teach some. Some ideas for coping and calming strategies include relaxation, deep breathing, and exercise. You can build calm and relaxation into the day. Your child needs it, and so do you. Try lying on the carpet, couch, bed, or in a fort made of sheets, closing the curtains, turning off the lights, and listening to quiet music. Physical movement is a proven strategy for coping in times of stress. Basic exercise can include yoga, walking outside, or online-based exercise programs. Wearing a step counter like a Fitbit may help track physical activity. There are many online resources and videos for learning and practicing basic exercise routines that can be done at home. Deep breathing, also known as box breathing or four-square breathing, is a technique that uses slow, deep breaths to help with relaxation. You start by exhaling, then gently inhale through your nose while counting to 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4, then slowly exhale through your mouth, again counting to 4. Hold for 4, and then repeat. These are uncertain times. Taking care of yourself and your family can help you cope. Limit the amount of information you see and hear about the pandemic, as too much information can be upsetting. Try to eat healthy food, make time for relaxation, get some exercise, and get plenty of sleep. Make time for your child, your other responsibilities, and some activities you enjoy. Connect with others while following physical distancing guidelines, and ask for help if you need it.